Rago Fabrication install video. Today we're going to be installing the MSP panels that we produce. These are similar to MOLLE panels in a sense where they have openings, and there's also holes here to accommodate quick fists, and these would go through there to mount an axe or anything like that. These panels are awesome. They're really strong, and they mount things such as knives, rope. You could put toe straps on there. You can put cases to hold handguns, safety equipment, bungee cords. All this was purchased on Amazon. It's not expensive. You can accessorize them really well. So I'm going to show you here what comes in the box. We pre-installed one of these panels. What comes in the box is 2 brackets that mount to the panel, and then 2 of these brackets that mount up here. The other bracket mounts behind the panel here. All the hardware that goes with it, the bottle opener, and the required spacers that mounts. So the spacers, the smaller spacer goes in the back here towards the tailgate. The bigger one goes towards the front. What you'll need to install them is a 10mm ratchet, 10mm open end wrench, Phillips screwdriver, and a 5mm Allen head, and a pocket screwdriver. So I'll go ahead and show you how to install that. It couldn't be any easier. The first thing we're going to do is take our pocket screwdriver. There's a little slot right here. We're going to pop it out. Take our 10mm ratchet, or you can also use a Phillips screwdriver if you have one. Take that bolt out. Go into your packet of spacers. Take a spacer out. We pre-installed these. So all you have to do is take your spacer, put it in the hole. Go ahead and tighten it up, tight as you can. Come over here to this tie down here where the net usually would go, and twist to your left, pull that out, get your Phillips screwdriver, just take out that, you're not going to need that. Take your spacer out that has the step. Go ahead and insert that into the hole and tighten that. Next, you're going to come up here to the top, get your pocket screwdriver, and just slide it in there, pop that out. You're going to get your 10mm ratchet and undo this. We're going to save this bolt and put this to the side. The next step is to grab your top bracket and one of these brackets, and this bracket is going to go underneath this one, and we're going to pre-install these bolts. So I'm going to go in under here. These bolts are all the same size. You don't have to worry about different sizes. You're going to want to put a washer through the hole, another washer in the back, and then a nut, and you'll want to do that to all 4 holes. Okay, next we're going to install our bottle opener. Choose the side you want it to go in.
to take a look at some of the different options on packs that you can get. As you can see, every single one of these packs is a little bit different. One of the good things about our system is that you can mount a variety of different packs, even though it's not a true MOLLE system. Many of these packs actually don't even follow the system itself. So you're able to use the threads with the system and mount different packs. Good.
All right, I apologize. I grabbed the wrong side. So there is a right and left side to these. Basically, this is the direction it goes. And I want to mention that all of our hardware is stainless steel, so they won't rust. They'll last forever, essentially. Your car will probably rust before these do. And I also want to mention is, if you can see the bottom here, how that lines up. These are snug. These are designed to adjust the pitch on once they're up there. But for the most part, it'll fit as intended, and those hoses most likely will line up real nice. I'd like to keep the bolts in the center just for appearance wise, it looks good. And this is also adjustable, so you can fine-tune the location up there. And these bolts I just snug. There's nylon locking nuts on these, so they won't come undone through prolonged off-road use. Okay, now that we have this, I'm just going to take the screws out that were in here already. And you can see they're substantially longer than the rest of them. We just pre-installed them just so there's no confusion. So to make this easy, I'm just going to install this top one first. Put the threads in there. And then I'm lining up the holes. I'm just pushing towards the window to hold it, so your arm doesn't get tired. Start a couple threads there. Hold up. Come over here, put a couple threads. So all these are pretty much loose. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to center the hole here. Just tighten that. Go here and tighten this one. Then I'm going to get my 10mm opening wrench, and you can slide it behind here or up here. It'll hold it. Tighten that. Same here. And tighten that. Then you want to come up here and tighten this. We're not going to put the factory clip back in, but if you did want to do it, you'll have to cut this off and sand this flat so it goes on there. I'm going to leave this here because we ordered the factory D-ring clip. It's a D-ring that's rubber insulated so it doesn't rattle. It's from the factory Toyota, and we'll put the part number on the link. To me, this is pretty useless. You have all this coolness with this cheap plastic clip. So we're gonna put that D-ring. It's more useful, it's a lot better. And That's just my opinion on that. We'll go ahead and tighten this one so our D-ring comes in. Go ahead and just snug that up. Now with these bolts here, you can adjust the depth. We designed this to be as close to the body as possible. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, I can't fit my hand behind here to put stuff on. That's just a burden you're going to have to deal with, because we could have pulled this out farther so it's easier to put stuff on. But once you put stuff on, you're not going to take it off and on when it's like such a MOLLE system item like this. It's going to stay up there. You're going to open it. It's not going to come on and off 100 times. And like we showed you on our other panel, there's rope which you can undo very easily. So that's just the burden you're going to have to deal with. We did this because if this comes out, you're losing valuable space. It doesn't seem like much, but if I take up 3 inches in the cargo area, which fills up really fast when you start adding more gear in the back, you're going to wish this was closer. So we chose to make it a little bit harder to put stuff on so we can utilize more space, which in the end is more important. And this is why you're buying these panels, so you can have more space in the back of the 4Runner. So these are snug. All you have to do is get your open end wrench and tighten them up like they're supposed to. And for the most part, that's pretty much it. Now, as you can see, this is very easy to install. If you did have a product that was difficult to install, you can easily just take this off. I just recommend taking these 3 bolts off, take it down, install your stuff, put it back up, and as you can see, it's very, very strong. It can take a lot of weight. We don't claim that it'll take a certain amount of weight, because that would just be foolish. A lot of people want to put magazines of ammunition on here that can load up easily be 100 pounds in no time, and it's probably not a good thing to put on here in the first place. But any gear, you could put a fire extinguisher up here, which pretty soon we're going to be making a fire extinguisher mount just for this panel that will mount in any of these holes. We're going to be making little accessories such as bungee cord holders, because sometimes these bigger ones don't want to get in these hooks really easily when you wrap them around, and little accessories such as that, just to make your life a little bit easier. These quick fist mounts are very easy to install. You don't have to take it down to mount it. All you have to do is put the bolt through the hole that is in here, then you can easily put an open end wrench and tighten up your bolt, and put an axe up here or whatever else you want to put up there. So that concludes the install video. I just want to mention one more thing, is we designed these to have these hooks at the bottom. There's a bigger hole here, a slotted hole. Some of our overlanding friends, they have big hooks, steel hooks they put in there. They hold shopping bags so they don't tip over, and whatever else they put in there. So we try to make these as modular as possible, as useful as possible. If you have any comments or concerns or questions, feel free to ask us. Once again, the weight is determined by your common sense and what you feel would be too much weight on these. Our kids have hung on there very easily. They're excess of over 30 pounds. You can watch that on YouTube. And we have 4 bolts, and these 3 bolts, billet aluminum spacers. I don't know if you can get any stronger on such an easily bolt-in item. We make these for other models also. The install is almost as easy on some of the models. Some of the models are a little bit harder because they don't have these predetermined holes. So check out our website. You can get these at ragofabrication.com. They're designed by us, made in the USA by us, powder coated in the USA by one of our friends. And that concludes the install video.